Okay, actually, before we play the giant test dating sim, there is something I want to talk about, and there is a game I wanted to play this evening. It's just I didn't have enough time to set it up, and that is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. So look, here it is, Expedition 33. I am 12 hours into it, and it is hands down, right now, one of the best games I've played in the last decade. It is fucking phenomenal. And I cannot believe how much I like it. This game is so good that it's making me think France is cool. And I love the French. Sometimes. Don't always like France. Okay? First time I went to Paris, I was a 13-year-old child. And I got off the train. A French homeless man. I met eyes with him. And when our eyes met, he let out a loud, high-pitched scream, and then he pulled down his pants and started masturbating in my direction. And that's kind of been my most lasting impression of France. And I would say Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is it is so good, it is overriding that experience. Okay, that's real, by the way. That actually happened. I can still see it all too clearly in my mind's eye, and I think me and France have never quite gotten on since then. God damn, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is phenomenal. It is a phenomenal fucking game. And I went into, I think last week I'd played about 3 hours, and I was starting to feel it. I was like, okay, interesting. And now, I don't want to say too much about where I am, but I'll just say Verso has joined the party. And the storytelling, the characters, the visuals, the monsters, the world, the dialogue, phenomenal fucking game. Absolutely incredible. I love it so much. I just want to play more of it. I wish I could play more now at you guys. I really, really do. But just the setup would kind of be a pain, so I can't. But we're going to get to that as well, because what I'm doing in here as well, I'm also setting up a second stream area over there, so that when I do like, when I am playing a game on console I like, we can just stream that. Clair Obscur takes so many parts of other RPGs that I like, and just melds them all together so fucking beautifully. I'm really in awe of the game, and it actually started with the battle system. The battle system was my first kind of indication that, like, oh shit, this is something I think I really like, and it's so beautifully done. And what I think I love is that, like, it's the dual defensive options, right? Like, I can't think of a single other RPG where you get excited for the enemy to attack. But the enemies have these big attack animations, and when they attack, you can either dodge or parry. And I think the dodge is like a very general dodge, and when you do it, it's actually animated. So even if you can just make your characters dodge, and I mean, you'll get hit, but it's cool that, like, they dodge when you hit it. It's not just this contextual button press that triggers an animation at the precise right time. And I think it helps you understand the timing of the dodge. And so you can dodge an enemy attack and take 0 damage, which is awesome. But if you're really tight on the timing, you can do a perfect dodge. And what's interesting is that a perfect dodge has the exact same timing as a parry. And so when you're consistently doing perfect dodges, you can switch to doing parries, which are way harder to do, but the reward is that you get ability points back and you deal a shit ton of damage to your enemy. And so you're having these fights where, like, you feel invincible because you're just blocking and dodging and parrying, and God, it feels so fucking good. But you get what happens then is, like, the fights start to develop this weird flow and a narrative. Like, one of my favorite things happened over the weekend. I was fighting the I think he's called the Lamplighter, and he's this really fucked up boss. He's quite difficult, and what happened was he killed 4 of my characters, leaving only 1 left alive. Or he killed 3, so it's 3 characters at a time, and when they die, you have the option to bring in your remaining party member. And so he killed my first 3 characters, and then the option came up, do you want to continue? Do you want to keep fighting? And I was like, yeah, I do. But by that point in the story, or by that point in the fight, I had already learned a lot of this guy's timing, and I had learned the weird tricks on how to beat him. So what happened was this fucking just like epic feeling struggle of me fighting this boss one-on-one with one character, and I'm dodging him and I'm parrying him, and it's like he's nearly killing me, but every time he nearly kills me, my character has a health regen ability that I am powering up by parrying and dodging, and it's just like this fucking knife edge fight of like soloing this boss, and it felt incredible. It felt so good, and like when I won, it felt fucking amazing. And for people who know that point in the game, the character I was soloing him with was Gustav, which you can understand why that's a fucking big deal at that point. And it just felt incredible. It felt so good. And then, but then like there's so much stuff about the battle system I like. I love how there's no mana, there's just ability points. And if you are careful enough and manage your ability points, you can just regenerate them over the course, over a couple of turns. Meaning that like you're much more incentivized to use like skills and spells and all this kind of stuff and really mess around. Because I think one of the like inherent design problems with a lot of RPGs is that you're nearly de-incentivized to use spells and abilities because they drain mana, and you're going to need that for the boss fight, you know? So it's like, you nearly don't want to play around with that stuff when it comes to like regular encounters. But with Expedition 33, every encounter, you know that if you're good enough at dodging, good enough at parrying, you can get your ability points back, which goes back into your offensive and support skills. And it's all just this beautiful fucking cycle of like defense and offense. And really, like, there is a part of me right now that wants to say it's maybe the best RPG combat system I've ever played. And I think I need to get to the end game to really decide if I think that or not. But like, don't get me wrong, it's fucking phenomenal. Like right now, I would say that on my 7-point scale, this game is coming in at a 6. And a 6 by definition is one of the best of that type I have ever played. I don't know what's going to beat this game for my game of the year. I don't know that anything will, because I love this so much. I like all the characters so far. I think everyone's fucking cool. They're all ridiculously attractive. I love Mal. I love Lune. I love the other one with the midriff. I don't like her as much, but she's cool. I love Gustav. I love Verso. I just think it's, everyone in it is so charming and so cool. They all talk like people. They all talk like people. And really, like, Expedition 33, I remember back in the day, like, always thinking, like, okay, what is next after, you know, Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9? Like, what is this new generation of Final Fantasy? What is Final Fantasy going to look like grown up? You know, like an adult-ass fucking video game. And, you know, I like 10. I have come to appreciate 10 over time. I'm a big fan of 12. Couldn't tell you anything about its fucking story at this point, but I thought its battle system was good. I didn't like 13. I have come to kind of appreciate 15 as this weird, strange thing. And I know that might come as a surprise, because I did make that video about how disappointed I was by 15. And I still feel that way about 15. I really do. And I thought 16 was just deeply uninteresting. I thought 16 was... I stopped caring about that game after about 8 hours, and I wish I didn't. I wish I loved that game. Expedition 33 is the game that, like, I wish Final Fantasy had become. And I don't say that lightly. I have never said that about another RPG. I just am genuinely in love with that game. Like, to the point that, like, when I sit down and play it, I want to play it for like 3 or 4 hours. I don't want to dip in for like 40 minutes. It's like, it's not enough. I want to just get so fucking immersed in that world. And what I'll tell you as well is, like, I'm never going to do a video essay about Expedition 33. I don't think. As much as I love it, I don't know that I have anything interesting to say about it. Never say never, but it's unlikely. So take this as like my recommendation to play it. It is that fucking good. Like, this is the game where I can feel it, like, swaggering up to my top 100 list by the end of the year. One day I hope that I make an amazing RPG with insanely ugly people. Cruz Dominguez, that's fucking insane, buddy. You're a lunatic. You're a lunatic. Okay? I have got to address that fucking madness. Okay. This is Lune. She is great. Okay? She's wonderful. And I love her. How dare you, Cruz Dominguez? How dare you? I'm not going to just keep showing people from Expedition 33 Verso? You gonna tell me Verso is an unattractive person? Cruz! What? I'm telling your wife. I already told my wife. Bangs, she doesn't even need them, chat. She doesn't even need them. Okay? You're simping hobo crawfish, lol. Listen, look, I'm fucking human. Sometimes that just happens. I can't help it. Like, what? Why do you think they make the characters so attractive? They know what they're doing. But, like, I'm not some kind of, like, weird pervert. Okay? Now, let's play Giantess Dating Sim.